Hello everyone, welcome back to AutoTrendTV. I'm your Viprajesh again from the serene and quiet outskirts of Coimbatore. You may have already seen the teaser of my personal Tata Nano Gen X, which has been modified to resemble the Tata Megapixel concept from Tata Motors. The monsoon is taking a break, so let's just quickly go on for a detailed review and test drive of my personal Tata Nano Gen X. Yes folks, I am now starting to explain all the details on my Tata Nano. Let's first of all start from the front. Of course you can see these LED DRLs, which are flexible LEDs which I have added to the headlamps. Well, these are just outlining lights, and you can see that they look absolutely stunning at night or even in the evening time.
I have got all my modifications done at Nano Zone Coimbatore, which has experienced worksmen, and they do an excellent job in modifying cars. Talking about these LEDs, they are one of a kind and they are called as the flexible LED tubes. These LED tubes had to be wrapped around the headlamp, and for that the headlamps had to be removed. Then after the sticking of the LED tubes, they had to be soldered for proper wiring connection through a relay to the three-way switch. This process itself took around 2 hours. However, the end result was really awesome. These cyan blue LED tubes lend an extremely cool look to my Tata Nano and have a feline eye-shaped design.
Talking about the LED DRLs, this here is the switch I have added for the functionality. The interior ambient mood lighting and the LED DRLs are connected. So turning this on, well, now as you can see, this here is the first position. The first position is always on. The front LED DRLs and the ambient mood lighting will remain on always if the switch is in this first position. The center position is of course completely off. The ambient mood lighting and the LED DRLs will remain completely off no matter what, and the last and third position is connected to the central locking, which means if I open the doors, the interior lighting and the LED DRLs are turned on, and if I say centrally lock the car, as you can see, if I lock the car, it is connected to central locking and it just fades off. I love the way the LED DRLs fade off once I centrally lock the car, and if I unlock again, as you can see, the LED DRLs turn on and remain on if I open the doors, but if I do not open any doors, it will automatically turn off, fade off. Let me just show you how does it work. Let's just wait for a couple seconds, and as you can see, it has faded off. Now if I open the door, it automatically turns on. So this is the way the LED DRLs and ambient mood lighting function on my car. The next thing, of course, what I have done is adding grille lights. The front and rear grills of my Tata Nano have got this red backlights, such that at night time, if I turn on the LED DRLs and the grille lamps, they look like a human face.
Rather than being frightening, this look actually resembles an angry Bulbasaur Pokemon.
Apart from that, I have not done anything to the headlamps except for adding a bit more powerful headlamps. They are 90/100 H4 Osram bulbs, and the fog lamps remain exactly untouched. Now coming to the sides, of course, these are the 13-inch steel rims from the Renault Kwid, and they are a perfect fit on the Tata Nano.
I had got the tires fitted from Tyre World Coimbatore, whereas the rims were sourced from Chennai. The good part is that I got 5 steel rims for free from my friend. I got them all painted in glossy black, but still I didn't have to pay a penny for the wheels. I was confident that these 13-inch rims would be a direct fit on my Gen X, since these 13-inch Kwid wheels also had 3 lug nuts. And just as I said, they were a direct fit. Just to be safe, I opted for 155/65 R13 Seat tires, which costed me Rs 2,700 per unit. And yes, the front tires are also the same size as the rear. These tires fill the wheel arches very well, and I also expected them to improve the ride quality. Just as I expected, these tires lend the Tata Nano Gen X a much more muscular and taller stance, and these seared tires especially had zero road noise. The ground clearance has been increased by around 2 cm. However, the flip side is that I had to remove the front wheel mud flaps. And yes, of course, talking about the fifth wheel, it fits perfectly in the bonnet of the Tata Nano. This also is a full-size 155/65 R13 wheel. Later, I got the steel wheel covers customized from NanoZone itself. Let me quickly take you through the design process. At first, I picked a simple looking 13-inch wheel cover and then started modifying using my Photoshop skills. These simple looking steel wheels were made to look like alloys by using glossy black stickering and reflector red stickering.
It is perfect, and the ground clearance has been increased by say a couple centimeters, I guess, and the ride quality has also improved significantly. There is literally nothing to do in terms of customization if you want to fit 13-inch steel rims of say 155 section tires. So that's all about the wheels. On the sides and at the back you get to see these decals, which kind of are the highlight for the Megapixel design, and they literally make the Tata Nano Gen X perfectly look like the Megapixel. You can see this humanity line which I have carried forward from the Megapixel concept, and they end over here, and this here is kind of inspired by the Tata Altroz and the Megapixel, so it is really very good according to me. And I have also covered this part of the tail lamps using the same glossy black stickering, and this here is the very same silver stickering as well. So this kind of adds a bit of dynamic touch to the design. Similar to the modern Tata cars, you can also see the Nano badging. Apart from that, nothing here is badged. There is no Tata logo, there is no XT logo, everything has been removed. There is only the Nano badging at the center. Now lower down, as I already said, the rear grille also has got a grille lamp, and as you can see they are red, and at night it looks perfectly stunning. Adding to the red lighting theme all around, you can see this fog lamp which I have added to the Nano Gen X to make it properly look like a complete top spec model.
This rear fog lamp was bought on Boodmo website online. This is the exact same rear fog lamp seen on the Tata Zest, the Nexon, the Altroz and the original Nano. Once you remove the center panel on the rear bumper, this fog lamp is an easy fit. I have got this rear fog lamp to work in tandem with the brake lights.
The roof, of course, is all blacked out, and it looks properly very stylish, kind of similar to the dual tone roof option seen on the Altroz, the Harrier and the Nexon as well. I have also sort of thickened the mustache at the front. This now makes it look much more complete in terms of design. The previous singular mustache on the Gen X, that wasn't up to my tastes, but this now looks much more mature and like a proper modern Tata car. So yeah, that was all. Let's just get inside now. Yes folks, I'm right now inside my Tata Nano Gen X Megapixel edition, and you can see that I have done a lot of modifications since my last update video. The car has now officially crossed say 33,000 kilometers. The last updated video was around 30,000 kilometers. I have now completed say 2,000 kilometers or 2,500 kilometers since the tire upgrade. Now let's talk about the interiors. Of course, you may have already seen my leather wrap steering wheel which I had got done from Bangalore, and of course you may have already seen my seat covers which are custom designed and they are artificial leather. And well, that's it. I have added a whole lot of accessories since then. You can see this mobile phone stand from Probus which I had ordered from Amazon, and I have placed it over here so that it can act as a proper say color display, sort of an instrument cluster, because the instrument cluster is over there. I will use this smartphone mount as my navigation screen, kind of like modern Audis and all.
As you can clearly see, this does not hamper with the visibility of the driver while also being exactly in the line of sight.
And next thing you will see the leather wrap on the dashboard glove boxes. They kind of add a bit more appeal touch to the dashboard. They are soft touch, and this dual tone color breaks the monotony of beige, and I kind of like it. Opening the glove box will reveal this anti-skid mat which again I had ordered from Amazon, and they have Tata branding as well, so that is quite nice again.
For leather wrapping the glove box lids, the glove boxes themselves had to be removed along with the speaker units. It was definitely not an easy process, and the Nano Zone guys needed 2 days to complete the job. However, the end result is really very good and premium.
Apart from that, everything here is exactly standard. You get to see the ambient mood lighting lower down in the footwell, and the rear seats also get ambient mood lighting. Now let's talk about the lighting switches. On the outside, you may have seen my LED lights around the headlamps and even on the front grille. The grille lamps can be turned on only with the parking lamp. As you can see, I have turned on the parking lamp, and if I turn them off, the front and rear grille lamps also turn off. So this is a nice touch I have added for night driving, kind of making the Nano look cool at night. Well, of course, you may have already noticed that my Tata Nano Gen X has got this flip key, which is again customized. This costs say around 2,500 rupees from Nano Zone in Coimbatore, and well, of course, I being a regular customer, I have got some offers as well. This is a very premium looking key with chrome detailing for such a premium looking Tata Nano. So, well, the first switch is for locking, the third switch is for unlocking, but the center switch remains dummy. It does nothing, but still it looks cool. This flip key functions perfectly well with my Tata Nano and suits perfectly as well. Apart from that, I have done literally nothing, and it is exactly stock, be it the engine and everything, including the aircon and the audio system. Well, recently I noticed that the audio system on the Tata Nano Gen X gets 4 speakers from Harman. Sadly, Tata Motors had forgotten to market the Tata Nano using these features. So the audio quality is really very impressive for such a budget car. As you can see, since the ignition, well, the power is on my Tata Nano, the interior ambient mood lighting and the LED DRLs have automatically turned off. Now if I want to turn them on, I'll just put it into first position, and voila, this is how the interior looks like with the ambient mood lighting. Now I would like to show you how this interior looks from the back seat. As you can see, the rear seats of my Tata Nano Gen X also get ambient mood lighting, which is red lighting in line with the red and beige combination of the seat covers, and this is how the dashboard looks like at night with the ambient lighting turned on. I hope you really like the appeal of my Tata Nano interior, and I personally love it every time I drive it. So talking about drive, I think we should go on for a drive. Now that you have got to know all the details of the customizations on my Tata Nano Megapixel edition, let's go on for a detailed test drive. Yes folks, I am driving my Nano on, say, back roads of Coimbatore, around Selvapuram, and the roads are pretty much very rough over here. Road works are going on, and the monsoon has also played its part. So I would like to show you how these 13-inch wheels actually perform on such roads. Taking a left, and there's a speed bump. The first thing I would like to say to you about these 13-inch wheels is that they are much more absorbent, and you can definitely feel the difference. Already the Nano suspension, especially the Gen X suspension, was really good with the 12-inch wheels, but these 13-inch wheels, they add one more layer to the suspension, and the ride quality is significantly transformed. It is very good, and say even on a sort of free-ish back road, it performs very well. The overall NVH, let me just turn on the aircon. The road noise, as you can see, has been reduced drastically. You will barely feel any sort of vibration from the wheels or the suspension, and you also get the additional confidence to take on certain corners. And braking too is excellent, especially with these Seat tires. Of course, they are known for their excellent grip, and that is the well-known case. So it is now a much more mature kind of car to drive, and the response also is very good. What I'm happy about is that the ride quality has been transformed even better than before. It was already good, and now it's even better. It does not feel that this car has run more than 33,000 kilometers. It is still in factory condition, and it still drives as good as before. So this here is a very bad patch, and yeah, that's all. That is all the shaking you get. That is all. It does not feel like anything at all. It is very good. So let's try getting on to a free-ish road where we can explore more of these changes, mechanical or cosmetic changes on my Nano. So yes folks, this here is the Tondamuttur road. Well, these are the back roads of Coimbatore, and you can see that the roads are not in a great condition. They are very bumpy and they have rough patches, all patchworks done, and of course, as I already said, the monsoon is just on and off. So on these roads you can see that the car barely undulates. There is barely any undulation. It is exceptionally composed. The steering feel of course has been improved due to the additional weight of the larger wheels, and of course this here is the brand new horn. Yeah, of course inspired by the Volkswagen and Creta range. And yeah, this car now, well, I am properly enjoying the drive every day on my Nano, and I hope you can feel that as well. Even if you take the corners on certain moderate speeds, it is very composed. Adding to the fact that the front wheels are the same size, exactly the same as the rear wheels, the confidence also has improved. And even if I want to have some fun, that is quite possible. As you can see, I'm just trying to accelerate. This here is a marginally better stretch. There are no patchworks or bumps over here. And yeah, of course, there is a significant bit of body roll if you want to take the corners a bit more aggressively. But comparatively, it adds more grip and more confidence as well. I'm doing 60 and I'm climbing up to 70. As you can see, the road noise is very low, exceptionally low. It is as good as any other bigger car, and I'm surprised that yeah, these tires work so well. The grip is great, road noise is utterly almost zero, and the confidence also is exceptionally great. Of course, the key for fuel economy is to maintain optimum speed, and with the Nano you can easily do that. Now itself you can see that in city I have achieved 19 km per liter.
After fitting these larger tires, I also had a test run on the Palakkad highway at higher speeds in the rain. The road noise has decreased by a significant margin, and the steering wheel feels much more confident to handle. These larger tires have now made the Tata Nano a much better highway cruiser. However, on the flip side, there is a slight bit of drop in the fuel economy, around 0.2 km per liter to be precise. As of today, I have completed around 2,300 kilometers on these larger tires. So now it's time to sum it all up. The seat covers were 5,500, ambient mood lighting for 500, steering cover for 1,200, horn with relay for 1,500, headlights with relay for 1,500, 5 tires costed me 13,500, wheel covers costed me 1,000 rupees, the LEDs costed me 3,000 rupees, the grille lights front and back together costed 850. I also have fitted noodle mats which costed me 1,200, the leather dash wrapping costed me 1,200, body stickering for 3,000, and the flip key 2,300. So in total, all these modifications has costed me rupees 36,250, which I think is totally worth it.
So that was a detailed and fun review of my Tata Nano Gen X Megapixel Edition. Hope you are inspired by the modifications I have done, and hope you see the Tata Nano in a different angle from now on. So meanwhile, this is Viprajesh signing off. See you on another video. Thank you for watching.